Hello everybody, and welcome back to Megaman Legacy Collection, and we are still conquering through, or we're still trekking through Megaman 1. And we are on Wily 2, so far. So, the first surprise you're going to have from Wily 2 is that one of the Robot Masters is back. Well, you could probably guess, if you've ever played this series before, what usually happens next. And we defeated Cutman right there. So, biggest thing about this level is that it's very dangerous in a sense because of how many bottomless pits there is and how much you're going to be going through. So, next up is Megaman. Be careful, like I said, Megaman can kill you in 3 hits, so take him out quick. Now, we have bombs right here. Just jump forward and jump back whenever you do. Now, we have these guys again. You can use the magnet to get this extra life if you need it. I definitely need it because there's a boss that's coming up, and he's very tough. Like, even with his weakness, he's pretty tough. However, he's not as tough as the last boss we just fought. And, usually, in my opinion, like, if you want to get through this quick, you might want to use the Elect Beam, because it's such a good weapon. Like I said, you're gonna love using the Elect Beam whenever you use it. It's probably, like I said, it's probably one of the best weapons in the game. Alright. Okay. Boss time. Okay, so this is the copy clone. The copy clone is tough because it'll copy anything you'll do. So usually what you want to do is you want to fight it. Well, you don't really want to fight it with a Mega Buster. I'm just fighting it because I don't really have much of a choice right now. Okay. He beat me, so be careful with that. Okay, so the copy clone can copy anything, really. It's very interesting because it can copy any kind of power that you have. And it'll do it either faster or more deadly than you should be able to. So you need to be careful whenever you fight him. However, a cool thing that you can do, like if you don't want him to attack, go switch to the Guts weapon. And just watch. He runs back and forth. But anyways. Fire will usually help us in this situation because it does more damage, and also what you can do, you can knock the copy clone with the fire. You can stun lock it with the attack right there, and I died. That's not good. Fortunately, this is probably my last life. So, let's make it count. Here we go. Let's take the copy clone down. Like I said, the fire is probably the best move in terms of using. And now we've taken him down. Well, that was it for Wily 2. Time to go on to Wily 3. And Wily 3, out of all 4 of the stages, it's not as tough. So, this is Wily 3 right here. Like I said, it is not as hard as people think it is. It's actually pretty simple. You got these shooting in a fan direction, and then you got those dropping or moving enemies right there. There we go. And now we're going to be going into a vertical or a lateral shaft with water. Just let the water take you. The best thing you want to do right here, since there's penguins and different enemies, you want to kind of jump and shoot and like make a defensive barrier, so you can have projectiles up ahead while you shoot. And meanwhile, the penguins are kind of glitching out. That's kind of weird. I guess they were just too excited to be on the screen that they just decided they wanted to be on the screen some more. And this next boss is called the Bubble Bot. The Bubble Bot's actually pretty fast. It's kind of sprite limitation-y, so it's kind of tough to hit. And it died. So, at least I got my powers back, because, fair warning, if you die at Wily 2, you go back to Wily 1. Be that as that may, it's still a devastating loss because you have to fight the Yellow Devil again. And that is a boss fight that is very tough. So I think I'm going to just tank through the damage right now so I can get to the lateral shaft and start running while the water gets to me. Meanwhile, I have 3 extra attempts. There we go. No. I meant to... Okay. So yes, be careful when you shoot. Like, you don't want to try to go forward in this instance. You want to just keep it a little at a slow pace, because the bullet bills or explosions will hit you. Alright, Bubble Bot, round 2. Let's go. One thing about the Bubble Bot... Oh, whoops. One thing about the Bubble Bot is it's kind of sprite limitation-y. Whenever it hits you, or like whenever it's on the screen. So sometimes I cannot see the projectile. Because it'll look really weird. But anyways. Let's try that again. This time at full health. Okay, that time I cannot see the projectile. And unfortunately, I still can't see the projectile. There we go. So each time you destroy a bubble bot, it keeps going faster and faster and faster. So for the end, what I do, I save the 4 blocks that are in the middle, and I throw them at the bubble bots, like that are extremely fast, because that's when you start getting a little bit into trouble. So now we are at Wily 4. This is Wily himself. And remember how I said in the last parts that Wily had an obsession with Gutsman? Well, look at this. Look at this. A shrine to Gutsman. Honestly, I don't mind, and it's better to do this, but usually just use the elect beam when you're on that part, because you won't really lose a lot of energy whenever you do it. But anyways, while we're waiting for this little platform to come back, and it's over there. Pick that up if you need it. Like, it's very risky, but what it will do, it's like a full of everything energy tank. It's really useful if you're running out of energy and if you haven't, like, game over yet. It'll restore everything. So now, this is the final part, basically. This is the home stretch. And what you gotta do, you have the rest of the Robot Masters you didn't kill from Bomb Man first. I suggest using their weaknesses, especially for this next one, because after Bomb Man is Fireman. And like I said, and in my humble opinion, like, Fireman's probably the toughest. I just go out on a shooting war against him. Okay, so next up. And usually you want to do this before you go in through the teleporter. Next up, Iceman. Okay. Iceman down. And last but not least, Wily's poster boy. Gutsman. Let's go. Buddy. Let's go. Alright. He's down. So that's all 4 Robot Masters right there. All 6 of them down. All is left is Wily. So, in Wily's fight, what you really want is either, I believe for first part, you want fire. Want fire to fight him. Alright, there's Wily himself. So, here's what the pellets that Wily's going to do. It's going to arch. It's going to arch where you're going to be. So what you want to do is you want to go literally underneath it. Like, you want to keep on constantly moving. And look, another energy pellet for me. So what you want to do against Wily here is you want to constantly move in the middle where he's going to shoot that at. And the cool thing about this, that fire actually brings out 2 hits. If you hit it with a projectile and the ring. So second phase, Wily. Just whenever he shoots a pellet, you want to be careful because he'll shoot it right in front of you. So what you want to do when he shoots the pellet, stand there. You want to stand because he will hit if you move when he shoots the pellet, he will just hit you. It's better to just stand whenever he shoots the pellet. And unfortunately, it's a little bit sprite limitation right now, so I can't tell if he's shooting it. And down he goes. There we go. And that is the end of Wily's Tyranny and Mega Man 1. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was going to be a little bit worse. But we made it through fine. Mega Man has ended the evil domination of Dr. Wily and restored the world to peace. However, the never-ending battle continues until all destructive forces are defeated. Fight, Mega Man, for everlasting peace! And now we'll cue one of the funniest things ever. Running montage! And there are the credits. The impressions and what I have to say about this game is I like it. As much as people love the second one. The second one is really good. It made up for a lot of things that the first one did a little bit poorly. But we have to consider that the first one set the precedents, and laid the groundwork. It really shows, like, when you move from game to game from the Mega Man series, especially the Anniversary series themselves, that you see a massive improvement. And then, of course, people, when they get to later games like 6, 7, and 8, like, they start losing interest. But, for me, I like all of them. But this one also leaves a special place in my heart for being the first one here. And that's it. That's it for Mega Man 1. I'll see you guys on the next Let's Play when we take on Mega Man 2 for the Anniversary Collection. Or the Legacy Collection, I'm sorry. This is Inferno Nomad, and we're finished here. Have a good day.